Preferably. Thank you. Yeah, I don't need to thank you. It doesn't work just. Hi there, dear friends, members, and guests. You are the most courageous ones as you made it through drizzle and snow today, and I hope you won't regret that. Today, I want to check, knowing that we still have much in common, one more important thing for me, if we are on the same page with you. And for that, I mean literally. Do we read the same authors? And I want you to tell me if you recognize this woman. Anyone? No, no idea. And if I tell you that her name is Liz Gilbert and she likes to introduce herself as Liz Gilbert, the writer, probably you will recall her best-selling book, Eat, Pray, Love. Actually, yeah. And I need to admit that this woman hasn't ceased to be my personal source of wisdom and inspiration ever since I read her book around 5 years ago. And around a year ago, I discovered her Instagram profile. And yeah, Instagram profile can be not only about pics, but about meaningful content as well. And this picture drew my attention immediately as I was amazed at how peaceful she looks here. And of course, I had a question in my mind, like, what is the thing she's holding in her hands? And that was an answer to her carefree look, because the thing she's holding is called happiness jar. And it's a name which she created for it on her own, and it's a name not only for the thing itself, but for the spiritual practice which follows. So, happiness jar. Liz Gilbert herself calls this practice absurdly simple. Just imagine. In the end of the day, you come home, you sit in peace and quiet, and you think of the most happy moment you experience on the day. And then you take a note, you jot down this happy moment, you put a date on it, you stick it into the jar, and that's pretty much it. That's your happiness jar. And what I discovered is that not only me decided to follow the same practice, but people from many more countries. As Liz Gilbert in her article on gratitude to these people mentioned that Asia, Egypt, Australia, the Philippines, of course North America, all joined her, but I didn't see Ukraine on the list. And I'm sure that today it's high time we actually changed it. When I say we, I mean you and I, okay? And you may have a very reasonable question, like why? Why do we need a happiness jar? Why? How about love, amazement, kindness, tenderness, risk, achievement, surprise, anticipation, joy, gratitude? And all of these emotions and much more of them combined into your personal collection of happiness. I'm sure you can continue this list and make your own kind of beautiful happiness jar. And I guarantee, as soon as you start, you will be amazed at what things come to your mind when you think of one single happiness moment throughout the day. Liz Gilbert gave her example as once she was invited to the show of Oprah Winfrey. Obviously, peak experience in anybody's life. But it wasn't the show that she jotted down on her happiness note. It was a moment when she was getting ready for it with her mom in a hotel room. Her mom spotted that the dress of Liz wasn't beautiful enough, and she decided to give it extra ironing. And when Liz was looking at her, she remembered how mom helped her to get ready for dance competitions at school. And it was the warmest, happiest moment of the day. And I have my example when, surprisingly, I was sitting in a cafe full of people. I was listening to the music, feeling rather down, and wasn't sure that something could cheer me up on that day. Then I looked around and I saw a little girl, a blonde one, 7 years old, around that, and she was talking to her dad, and she was so enthusiastic and inspired and happy. And I thought, what a beauty, what a pure beauty she is. And how